Good afternoon, guys. My name's Tiz.
My name's Brother Billy.
And we're going to be talking about what Israel have done to the Palestinians, the prevention measures they've taken towards the Palestinian people, i.e. the aid trucks that have gone in, the apartheid within the country, the movement of people, the food towards the people, the fuel, and so on and so forth.
This is a video that concerns all of us, not just because we're Muslim, but because we're humans. Israel have been committing a lot of war crimes, and this is something that we in positions of influence should be talking about. Because at the end of the day, Israel, they seem to be getting away with everything. And it's true when people actually turn around and say the ICC, the ICJ, all of these courts and everything, they don't have no power. No matter how much we want to sit here and glorify these courts, the fact is Israel and America are just doing what they want to do.
Briefly,
there's literally, it almost seems like there's no stopping them. They don't care about the law, they don't care about international law, they're just carrying on and with their war crimes.
Just a couple of days ago was one of the lawyers, and he just came out and he just said this straightforward. He goes, the ICJ was created not for the Western countries, it was created for Africa.
Oh, okay.
That's why, we go straight up, that's what it was created for. But not for them to abide by the laws of the ICJ, of the World Court or anything like that. It was for Africa.
In terms of...
Like, basically America and the West could do whatever they please in Africa, and the ICJ would cover their asses, basically. Do you know what I mean?
We won't have the time to mention every single thing Israel have been doing, but we'll mention a few things, and that should be enough to get people to start talking about this kind of stuff. So if we look at, for example, the food trucks.
Yeah. So this is insane. So the Israeli people at the borders, lorries lined up into Egypt, past Egypt, everything. There's miles of trucks and lorries full of food, medical supplies, so on, so fuel. These lot, what they've done is they've basically, if the lorry's coming on the highway, on the motorway or highway, whatever you want to call it, they'll stand in front of the lorry. They'll empty the lorry out, knowing that it's going to Gaza. You know what the excuse is? Or Hamas will take over.
There was a video of this IDF soldier like on live cam, like TikTok live or whatever. And there's a guy that always kind of like talks to him. He's pro-Palestinian, but he talks to him, and he tricks him, because at first he say, you know what I'm talking about?
I know, the young Palestinian guy, he's Palestinian,
Oh, is he Palestinian?
Yeah.
And he always says like, oh, you're IDF, wicked, how many Palestinians? And then he'll turn around and switch on him. But he'll get him to admit everything that they've done first.
And they're proud of it.
And I think that is a boss move that he's doing.
Yeah, it is.
But one of them turned around, openly admitted to killing 13 babies.
Yeah.
Now, openly admits that he's an IDF soldier or IOF soldier, whatever you want to call him. He's openly admitted that he's killed 13 babies. Not just killed, he did the action. He did the beheading action.
Oh, sick mother.
And now tell me why people like Piers Morgan and certain other news outlets and journalists that were raving about the 40 beheaded Israeli babies that turned out to be fake. Not one was beheaded. There were 2 babies that were killed. One happened to be in the womb of the mother, and the other one happened in a hospital as an after effect. Right. And there are some articles out there that say that was caused by Israeli fire.
100%, man.
But why is no one talking about this? They raved, see how much noise they made about the 40 babies, Israeli babies. But no one's making no noise about this.
I've not had a chance. Since the ICJ yesterday or the day before came out and said we're going to put arrest warrants out for Benjamin Netanyahu and this other guy, no one's really
taken it on board.
Yeah, no one's really spoken about it on the news outlets.
He's just carried on. He's just carried on. America and Israel have intensified, if anything, on Rafah. So
they'll never let him go. They'll never let him go.
So now this is me trying to understand the brain of a Zionist sympathizer that's in the West. How can you sit here and still stand up for Israel when you're hearing stories like the settlers are blocking aid?
But their excuse is going to Hamas. That's their excuse.
Yeah, so then that guy on he said, he goes, so you know on that 13 where the 13 babies,
right?
He pictured
like
that. He goes, so the Palestinian guy goes, so what are you saying that I think there's like the stats are like 1 million children in Gaza right now, yeah? You're saying that 1 million children are all Hamas? He goes, yeah. He goes, they're all Hamas. So he goes, what, even the babies? Yep, they're all Hamas. And now how can you stand up for this? Like, I'm genuinely asking you Zionist sympathizers and supporters, where's your justification to standing up for this Zionist regime when you're hearing all of this? Like, are the brain cells not brain celling in your brain?
No, we're in 2024 right now. The last apartheid was in South Africa.
Yeah.
Right. Quite a while. Not all long. I'd still say in the last 50 years, I think it was something. And the South Africans have stood up in favor of the Palestinians and said this is apartheid. But they go, there's no apartheid. And what I don't understand is, how can you say there's no apartheid when the simplest thing like registration numbers,
everything points to apartheid.
If you're Israeli, for example, you'll have a different number plate. You'll be allowed to drive freely wherever you want to go. If I'm a Palestinian, I've got a Palestinian number plate.
Yeah,
I can't
go
travel where.
Roads and
that's apartheid, bro.
Not even drive. They're not even allowed to walk on certain roads.
Apparently, they've got 700 kilometers of walls and barbed wires from Israel to Palestine.
Bro, just the wall alone shows it's an apartheid.
It's horrific. Like, I've seen so what they've done to make their people feel better. So one side is the Palestinians, on the other side Israelis. They've basically decorated the wall on their side to make it look that it's nothing. It's not ISO.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, as an ISO.
Yeah.
Because the Israeli settlers already know exactly what the issue is. They know for a fact that they're all Zionists and they all want to get rid of Palestinians anyway.
Of course.
The hospitals.
Wow.
The hospitals.
Yeah,
they went from saying we're not going to touch hospitals to literally there's no hospitals in Gaza
barely
anymore.
any left.
I think the last one was taken out last month completely. And that was a small hospital left that had the capability of like 40-50 patients. That's it.
Really?
And after that one went, there's no more hospitals left in the entirety of Gaza right now.
Man.
And then they blocked the Rafah border.
Yeah.
So then where are they supposed to go?
They funnel them into Rafah, and now all they do is just basically killing them off. They don't care.
Killing them off. They won't even let them through Rafah.
No, and Egyptians.
They're
gonna be a nice place in hell for that guy. He's useless.
Honestly, I just don't understand. And it's not the Egyptian people. The Egyptian people are very pro-Palestinian.
Of course they are.
And even there's videos of some of the guards as well at the Rafah border saying, I can't do anything. My heart is with you, but I just can't do anything because
he's in the army. He's got his rules.
He's gonna get killed if he does anything.
Literally, they'll get marshalled see in a bit.
But they're blocking the Rafah border. They won't even. It's gone past the whole ethnic cleansing now, because it would have been classed as ethnic cleansing if they were taking them out. But they're not even taking them out. They're just massacring them, and that's what we need to. That's the word that we need to use. Honestly. Start using is genocide, but we need to also start using massacre, because there is a massacre.
Of course it is, bro.
It's a massacre.
30,000+ people dead. You know how big? The thing is, people don't understand how much is 30,000 thing.
30,000 is only the official figures.
Yeah.
And who sets the official figures? It's an Israeli thingy.
No, they're both. So Israel have got their own number.
Yeah.
But also the Palestinian Hamas Authority, whatever it's called, they've got the number. But
PLO.
yeah, but basically them lot, the ICJ have gone to their numbers because a couple of years ago they put a number out as well before about something else, which was correct. So they've used their numbers again because they're credible.
Some sources are actually saying 50,000 plus. Some sources are saying 50,000 plus. Now, Holocaust. Yeah? The Holocaust, this is the modern day equivalent of a Holocaust. It's a Holocaust, so we're going to have to start calling it a Holocaust now. I'm sorry, but Holocaust isn't just exclusive to Jews now.
No. The thing is, people that have gone through the Holocaust, the people that are still remaining, that are in 89, whatever, they're pro-Palestinian.
Not all of them. The majority of them. I've seen a few videos of Holocaust survivors that are pro-Israeli Zionists.
Right.
I don't know. I think with them, they were just brainwashed into becoming like this.
They went through a lot. I'm not gonna say they haven't. Do you know what I mean?
How can a people that have been, okay, I'm not even gonna say how can a people that have been through it, because no, you know what? No, it's true, because how can people of the Jews of Europe that went through the Holocaust now dish it out? How do you have the heart to do something like that?
Because you've been through it, you should know the feeling and you should know everything that comes along with apartheid, with killing your people. You should know the feeling. You should sympathize with them and be like, yours is well wrong, man. You shouldn't be doing this. You know what I learned today? You know Benjamin Netanyahu. That's not his real name. Originally his surname was that's his first name's right, I think. So read that name there, and that's his last name. His real last name. That's either Russian, European somewhere, or Czech Republic area.
Originally Milikowski.
Yeah, Milikowski or something like that. Yeah.
Milikowski.
Yeah. That's his real surname.
Like Polish.
That's somewhat up that way.
Ski.
Yeah, something like that. Like Russian, Czech Republic area, Poland, Hungary. All this kind of area. That's his real name, and they changed it just to make it more Middle Eastern ethnic. Yeah.
One of the biggest fails of marketing that they ever did was remember the calendar.
Bro, I didn't know, right? I just first seen the video.
Yeah.
And then I go to my wife, like,
because she's Arabic speaking,
Now what's that? That's the calendar. And then I'm like, nah, you're chatting, man. And then a couple of minutes later, videos start coming down.
And this is what I mean, like, this kind of stuff in front of them.
Monday's gonna kill you.
Monday's gonna kill you. But there's this kind of stuff in front of them, and they're still supporting.
Yeah.
They're still supporting.
And the guns, you know what was funny? So when I watched the video of the drone, you know the drone going down the tunnel and then it cutting off and then going to a brand new massive 8-foot building kind of thing. He went to the Bournemouth hospital and the guns were nicely placed in the corner. Bed was done.
Yeah.
Toilets were clean. There's bombs, like grenades, all set up nicely on the bed. The guns were taken and put them on the bed, nicely designed. Had all that time to do it. And use a bit of your common sense and be like, this don't add up. Like you've seen the war in when the Americans and the British went to Afghanistan. The videos that came out then after years, you can see they were legit.
Yeah.
In the tunnel, in the caves and in villages where people, that was legit. Some of it.
Yeah. No, it's basically Israel have been getting away with everything, almost as if they have a free pass to go and do certain things. Now, the whole point of this podcast is to just bring it to light.
Yeah.
Everyone else has been bringing it to light. We want to do our part. We need to bring it to light. We need to talk about this and show everyone and tell everyone that hold on, you are literally supporting a regime that is blatantly in front of you, proving to you how fake they are, and yet you're still blindly following them. Say this to people.
The worst thing is the Muslims if it was up to us everyday people, we would have been there time ago.
Yeah.
If we were able to go there and help them out and defend them, and
it's mad. You can go to Israel. You can go there and fight and whatever, and come back.
Yeah.
But the moment if you want to even just go to Gaza as someone that'll help, not even fighting, just help,
you're
going to
sympathizer.
You're going to be classed as a terrorist, and you're going to be classed as Hamas when you come back, and you'll get put into Guantanamo Bay or whatever.
That's the worst thing, because there's IDF soldiers coming back in batches now, back to the UK, back to America, back to Europe, wherever they come from. They're allowed because they've got dual nationalship.
It doesn't matter if they have dual citizenship, but it's clearly shown that they're going there to fight. It's illegal. There is something in our law that says you're not allowed to go and fight for another country.
Another thing, the word anti-Semitic, they've taken that word and run that to the ground.
Yeah, and they've made it just...
It's worthless now.
Semitism, right?
Yeah.
Semitism, Semites. Yeah. Who are Semites? I just watched this video a couple of days ago. You know the children of Noah. 4 children of Noah. Yeah. Shem, Ham, Japheth. Yeah. Hamites come from Ham, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's around the African. Okay. So the African continent are classed as Hamites.
Okay.
You've got Japhites as well. I don't know where they are. Hamites. Shem are now classed as Semites. Shem, look at this. Shem is Asia. Shem is from Asia.
Right.
He went to Asia.
Right.
Obviously, that whole Middle East is Asian.
Yeah.
So, if you're looking at Arabs and that whole area are classed, they're all Semites. All Semites. So the Palestinian people are Semites. Arabic, there's a few Semitic languages, Hebrew being one of them, and Arabic being another one. Arabic is a Semite language as well. So the way that these Zionists have hijacked the word Semitism, Semite, and used it for their own political agendas, let's just start turning around and saying that Zionist Jews are now anti-Semitic because of what they're doing to another Semite ethnicity.
Yeah, it's insane, man. They've used that word so much with everything. They put and if they say Israel is a democratic state, right? Which means they're allowed to voice their opinions about the government and speak bad about it. Like we are. We can say the UK government shit.
Yeah.
We can say Rishi Sunak's a prick. We can say that with a full chest and be like, nothing's gonna happen to us because we've got freedom of speech. For some reason, they declare the fact that they're democratic. They've got free speech. But as soon as you say anything, they've done something wrong, God forbid, they're anti-Semitic.
Anti-Semitic, and if you say in Israel, and you say that anything bad about the government or Netanyahu or whatever, bro, you're getting locked up, man. Yeah. To bring the podcast to an end, we need to start speaking more. We need to start speaking more.
We need to stop being afraid. Yeah, we've got to stop being afraid about our opinions and how we may look to other people. Because at the end of the day, they can happily say, "Oh, you're this, you're that," and
just give it back to them.
Yeah, just give it back to them
and say, "All right, then you're this and you're that." As well.
We think we're not well versed, especially in our people. Like my parents don't really know what's going on about Gaza or anything like that.
Because the actual details of
it. They don't know the actual details. But we in us lot, we have no excuse.
We have no.
We should know everything
because we have literally the information in our palms. We have the information in our palms. If we want to know anything about it, simply go onto your phone.
Yeah, we're never gonna forget this. Like it's never gonna go like the Holocaust. It's never forgotten.
It's never gonna be.
This is gonna be the same time.
Yeah.
In 20 years, when inshallah, we're gonna tell our kids, be like, this is what happened.
This is what happened,
and never forget it.
And if you've ever wondered how back at the time of the Holocaust there were people that were anti-Holocaust, if that's the right way of saying it, but there were people that denied.
Holocaust deniers, Holocaust deniers.
Holocaust deniers. If you ever wanted to know what Holocaust deniers look like, they're here. We're living through it. We're seeing Holocaust deniers all around us. They're denying the Holocaust of what's happening in Palestine right now. So
history won't forget it. That's what I'm saying.
And on that note, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Inshallah.